Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. On today's episode, we're going to check out the highest density populated coral reef you've ever seen in your life, the home of Only Reefs, Mariah's personal tank. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on yet another episode of Parker's Reefs, and as touched on in the intro, today we are off to Adelaide, the home of Only Reefs. I've gone up to Adelaide for a family holiday and I made sure I've got some time to film a couple of tanks, and number one on that hit list was Mariah. She runs an account called Only Reefs. If you have not followed it yet on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok I think is another location, you've got to jump on and follow her now because she puts out some incredible content, and all of that is due to this jaw-dropping reef tank you're about to see. It is probably the hardest tank I've ever filmed in all of my time here on Parker's Reefs because, well, there's barely any water in the tank. It is full of coral and there's no room for me to get a DSLR in with a top-down tube. We're just going to have to view most of the footage from the front on because there's just so much coral. But you don't need me to tell you that. I think it's probably time we roll the footage. We'll get Mariah on the microphone and she can take us through everything that is Only Reefs right here. Let's roll the footage. All right, Mariah, we're here.
Finally.
It's been a long time coming. I finally got here to see the incredible Only Reefs tank. This thing is like, I can't remember what that city is where it's like the most densely populated place on Earth. This has to be the reef equivalent. This tank is ridiculous. So much coral. Maybe we'll go a step back. What sort of tank are we looking at here? Because I've lost all perspective of size.
I forget about what I'm looking at too. This is my Red Sea 425.
Yes.
So 425 litres of water. I've had the tank...
Yeah, but there's like 8 litres of water now because it's been displaced with coral.
I'll tell you about that later. I've had this tank running for 3 years now. This is pretty well, I refer to it as my first tank. Before this, I had like a little Max. It was a learning curve for me. I'm honestly quite new to the hobby. I'm like a COVID hobbyist who started with tropical. So
okay, so you've been in the scene for like 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, 3 years saltwater. I'm just obsessive.
Wow, you are fairly new to the hobby then.
I am.
This is ridiculous. You should not be able to do this.
So yeah, I'm running 3 of the LED 90s. We've got 2 reef waves in here, Red Sea skimmer. I actually haven't upgraded to the Red Sea return pump and everything yet. I'm still running my trusty sun pole up in there. Yeah.
All happening. So, right, so you've ran these 3 Red Sea lights since the start of this tank?
I started with 2.
Yep.
And then as I kind of populated, some shadowing was going on. So we added this. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought you'd get some shadowing in through here? You almost need lights underneath this tank.
Yeah, we do. And then my scape too, because I was so new to it going in. My scape is so vertical that I was getting a lot of shadowing going on. Particularly in the early days, I only had like 2 rock features, although you can't really see them now. But
you can't see any rock. That's the kind of reef we like.
So yeah. They've done me very, very well. I know there's always a bit of, competition as to whose lights are best.
Lights are one of those things. You spend a lot of money on them, so once you've spent thousands of dollars, you're going to be pretty loyal to them, and they're the best thing. You don't want to be told they're not the best.
Absolutely.
And to be fair, any quality LED out there. I mean, I know there's non-quality ones, but you get a good brand, they're all good quality lights.
So many factors to it too.
Well,
you can have the best lights and then your KH's at like 6 and you're...
Well, I would say, judging by the density of coral in this tank and the way that you've got SPS, LPS, all in there looking ridiculously colourful, healthy and amazing, I couldn't think of a better advertisement for Red Sea lights myself. It's ridiculous.
They do the job very well.
Do the job well. Now, you mentioned Flo, that you've got some of the Red Sea reef waves.
Yeah. Now, Flo does my head in, and
this was a big thing for me because you've got so much coral in there in such a dense format.
Yeah.
You've got surely not just 2 wave makers.
No, there's literally just 2.
Wow.
There's 2.
How is that keeping things possible?
I don't know. One's tilted because that's...
This is the tilted one.
That's
over
the
here?
tilted one next to the tilted rack.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, if
that's
you've got
how we
spirit
have to
level
do
out.
that. Yeah.
So it's tilted.
They're also only on 20%. So
Really?
yeah, I think because all my SPS is quite high up,
Yes.
I've been very lucky to get away with
Yeah.
this, and it's just what's worked best. And it's like you got the Goni, and then it's like an acro, you know.
Oh, hello there,
It's
Acro.
like they have to be. I sit here and I'm just like.
I mean, yeah, this obviously doesn't like happen by mistake. You've placed things very purposefully to take advantage of that. But I still am in disbelief that you have 2 wave makers on 20% flow for this level of coral. I mean, you obviously spend a fair bit of time in here removing detritus or things like that as well, because I can imagine.
Honestly, again,
No, don't tell me.
I don't ever.
Really?
I get a pump and I sit my pump like here and I just siphon water in and out.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
at the back actually. There's a little
But even
bit.
still, even like, so you move a pump and you just siphon some water out.
Put a
But
pump
does the
in.
water, like you get dirty water out, or is it?
No, clean.
Oh,
I just
man,
sit.
you're killing me. You're killing
Sorry.
me.
I sit my deshies on top of the detritus.
Perfect.
That's the hack. That's what you got to do, guys.
Cushion of detritus is what the Deshi wants. Crazy. Okay, well, we've got 3 Red Sea LEDs. Sorry, I should have asked the spectrum you run on the LEDs. I know you've whitened it up a little bit for us here because you're an LPS queen and you
I'm a bit
blue
of a
this. You make the
snob. So
Smurfs
it rises white, and I'm
Yes.
like, oh look, you can see the dirty glass. Let's put it down to blue. 23K, but I have upped the whites.
Okay.
Um,
And power-wise, like, are you cranking those, or do you have them?
I should have checked.
Yeah,
I
it's
reckon
a-
they're actually only on 80.
Yeah, okay.
I'll send you, everyone always asks for my light schedule.
Yeah,
I'll send you
yeah.
my light schedule.
Okay.
But I honestly do believe that as important as they are, there's so many other factors that
Of course, yeah. But
Yeah.
it all is part of the ecosystem.
absolutely.
And,
Yeah, I reckon they're 80 blue and
Yes.
they go up to 20 white and
Yes.
then that ramps down over like
That's it.
6. No, I am generous. I have learned.
So it is funny. Like, a lot of people will do their ramp up, ramp down in blue, and go white, sort of in the middle of the day. You're almost the opposite.
Because then I'm at work and I can't see it.
Don't want to see that light. Fair enough. All right, so 3 big LEDs on there, but not ridiculous. You're not cranking them, beyond the max and having the fans run off their heads. Somehow 2. And are they the smaller reef waves?
My SPS could have more flow.
This one's a bigger one. This
No,
side's
that's
big,
a 25. It's just angled up. These are my little 25s.
So they're both 25s. 2 of them on tiny flow. Okay. We won't talk about the frag racks just yet, because I'm not going to count them as part of the equipment. We'll come back to the livestock a little bit later.
They're the most important part.
They are, but we'll leave them as a hook for the end, because I'm sure everyone wants to know all of these juicy corals in the supposedly existent rock in there, and these frag racks. But we'll finish off with the rest of the equipment. You've got a sump here which has got some wickedly cool, very exclusive Red Sea clear doors on there.
Yes. Thanks, Lai. Thanks, Lee.
Managed
Thanks,
to get your hands on
Deborah.
those.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, everybody.
Everybody making it possible. Like, every time I see these, I'm like, everyone with a Red Sea tank's going to want these doors.
Oh, they're
And-
amazing. I did get told not to showcase them too much because
Okay, moving on from the doors.
they're I made these guys. I got them
Yes.
real out. Yeah.
I mean, you could make them. I mean, if we're being honest, you could.
Smart people could. I couldn't even attach them, and it's just a click.
All right, so we've got some very standard Red Sea doors here, and then in behind these doors, you've got some more Red Sea equipment going on in there.
I'm actually quite basic.
No filter roller.
Hey, that was the best idea of my life, guys. I can fit more Goni in there now.
Keep the filter roller out, fill it with Goni.
Back to the sock.
Oh yeah,
Look,
look at that.
no, filter rollers are very important and every tank should have one. I do believe that.
There's nothing wrong with filter socks. The thing that always makes me laugh is when filter rollers didn't exist. I ran socks then, and everyone's like, socks are terrible, they're nitrate factories, and they're this and this and this. And then when filter rollers came out, everyone's like, oh, it's the best thing ever. And I'm like, it's just an automated filter sock. If you don't like filter socks, you shouldn't like filter rollers. But
You've got a point. I do find that's when people are dosing nitrates now, you must say that.
yeah, this is true. But filter sock in there leaves more sump space for ever expanding corals. But filtration wise, so you come in through a filter sock.
All right,
You've got some media.
We got media at the back. This is ugly, and when I when I get a new system running, I'm gonna make it look much more nice to the eye. But my carbon reactor saves my life, guys.
I can imagine you'd have some coral warfare.
Yeah, every 2 weeks that gets changed out.
Yes.
Skimmer works a treat, although it is a bit low at the moment. Ignore that. Normally it's bubbling away nicely. Stock full of media. I think that's why I got so lucky, because I didn't plan this system to go out and fill it with like the most coral I possibly could.
No, people rarely start off with that as their plan.
Yes.
Not to this level anyway. People say they're going to fill it with coral. They don't mean this.
No, and I think because it was so established.
Yes.
This has happened over like a year.
Yes.
But I was looking back at photos of my tank a year ago, and I was like, oh my God, it was actually normal. And then I just got like psychotic. And I was like, but I think because it was so established,
yes,
and I had established media and established live rock,
sure,
and the system was ticking away.
So you ran live rock? This is live
no,
rock?
No. This is definitely dry, but it was live now.
Yeah.
It was like 2 years old before I started fragging and stuff. And then I got a sterilizer, a very small, cute 18 watt sterilizer. I need that's on the upgrade list.
Okay.
2 Red Sea doses, foolproof,
running some serious element dosing if you've got to have 8 heads of dosing.
We do Red Sea, KH, calcium, magnesium, AB+.
Yes.
We'll get into that later. The method to the madness.
Sure.
And then we've got their trace as well.
Okay.
That I just dose, I dose to what Red Sea recommends.
Yes.
So 1 ml a trace every 10 mils of calcium. But then I do monthly ICPs.
Yes.
And then I supplement. So instead of tweaking this, I get my lovely Coral Essentials bottles.
Yep.
And I
tweak so you're doing the Red Sea program as the sort of the base.
Yeah.
And then when you do your ICPs, what sort of frequency are you doing ICPs?
I like to do the monthly, but does that happen? Not really.
Also realistically, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, probably 2, 2.5.
That's pretty frequently.
Yeah, I have to because things change so often.
Yeah. Can't imagine.
Yes.
So I mean, that to be fair, that's very frequent ICP. And, you do correctional dosages on there because I can imagine when things
So
things would swing in here pretty quickly.
Absolutely, amazingly. Volume. Like you cut up some coral and then suddenly you're dosing it an extra like 30 mkh a day. And Red Seas is already quite concentrated too. So yes, got to stay on top of it. As for testing, I've had my Mastertronic for like 3 months now.
Okay. Yep.
Has it been working for the 3 months? Probably not, because I always forget to refill the reagents. But it's like my lifeline. It's like just the insurance.
Sure.
I run it, and if I notice we're trending down or up, then I fix things. I still test myself.
Of course. Yeah. This is really just takes sort of the initial test for you, and if it sort of reports anything,
you notice
looking
the
a little
trends.
sus.
But now it's something that I was actually talking to Jono about it the other day at work. I was like, now you can't live without it.
Yeah.
Even though I went so long without any automated testers, now I feel like it has to be that.
I get you. Completely understand. And then you've got a nice little cabinet on the side here to hold some equipment and some dosing.
I'm really just looking here quickly. It's just a really messy power cupboard.
Everyone has their stash.
But it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I didn't do that. First of all, I was a real
using the
everything was in there. And that's all I had.
Yeah.
As this
you just kind of ran out of space though.
Yeah. As this expanded, then that expanded too.
No, that's understandable. And also see the big Red Sea ATO down there. Does the trick.
Which I haven't refilled.
That's all right.
That's just, automatic top off. Obviously, I'm careful with that. I actually often have it turned off because when I'm like shipping coral out, my salinity fluctuates, which happens quite quickly in this volume of water.
Yes.
But yeah, they're very good. I've got a second one that I'm going to be attaching to my KH Gibber for reagent. They're nice and narrow.
Very nice. Oh, that's a clever way to automate the reagent. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Clever. Very, very clever. I like it.
Well,
Nice.
we need to be careful of space in here.
Very cool. All right, I think that's most of the equipment. Is there anything that you think I'm missing?
I don't believe so, no.
All right, well,
No.
we can move on to really the draw card of the tank, and that is all the livestock in here. And we're about 10 minutes into the video now, and I suspect this could go for a little while. There's a little bit to cover in here.
I was thinking, like, last night I was cleaning, I was like, oh, I forgot I had that.
I can imagine that it happened quite a bit in a tank like this. Wow. Whoa. All right, where do you want to start?
Do you want to do fish? Cause
Sure.
Oh yeah, so I love my fish, don't get me wrong. But if any of my fish looks at my coral wrong, I get the fish trap out. And
so this is a coral tank with some fish.
It is.
Yep.
We got my beautiful purple line fairy wrass. I love him dearly.
Gorgeous.
He comes
very,
up.
very social
Isn't he
fish.
beautiful?
Yeah, very nice.
I've got I think it's 4 lyre-tail anthea,
Yes.
6 line wrasse.
Yes, just saw him disappear off on here. 6 line is because you like them, or it's pest control, or both?
Really, it was pest control. I got a bit complacent in the early days with dipping coral because I would get it all from work and I was like, I've dipped it there, I don't have to dip it again.
Yep.
I got some bristleworms and stuff. So between him and the purple line, they cleaned it up beautifully.
Nicely, very good.
My favourite fish is hiding, but my blotched anthea.
Oh, beautiful.
Love him dearly. Pair of Bangai cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
A Tamini tank.
Nice.
Gold.
Fish.
Yeah, he was a pair, and I got a mantis shrimp as a hitchhiker.
Oh.
And he was living in my hammer garden, and he took his mate. This is like 6 months to a year ago now.
Yeah, right.
Luckily, I was able to lift this out. It wasn't as grown in at the time.
This was the semi-removable section.
Yes, it lifts up. That's the best idea ever, guys. When you're making your scape, try and be able to remove parts of it.
Well, yeah, if you're going to build it in like this, yeah.
I probably can't do that now. I'll crush all the coral. But yeah, got him out. I haven't given him a new mate
Did well
yet.
catching a mantis shrimp there.
I got lucky. It was in the rock. I had the rock just sitting.
Oh, so you managed to lift the rock out with him in the rock.
Yep.
Because I was going to say, they're pretty quick at burrowing off somewhere else. And
Oh, I know. I
you
could
don't
hear the
want to strip
clicking.
this whole tank down.
They give me the heebie-jeebies too. They do.
I bet it gives the clownfish the heebie-jeebies.
I know, the
too.
poor thing. It's little coastal clowns. They are the best designer clowns. So cuties.
Beautiful.
I should get him a mate.
Some
What
Matt and
else?
Jade.
Yes. A whole lot of zombie snails going through the sand bed.
Yeah, right. You don't have any issues with the zombies
No.
lifting sand up on
No, because they're so small.
small zombies?
I mean, there's a shell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
they're
some
lovely. They actually, one of the best things I ever did was put like 20 in there. That helped a lot because anything probably helps a lot with the detritus actually.
Yes.
Anything bigger, then they'll just move the corals around.
Yep.
Up until 2 weeks ago, I had a blue tang in here.
Okay.
He decided he liked scollies, and
That's the second blue tang today I've heard that likes to eat scollies.
really,
so,
oh yeah, it's an Adelaide thing, guys. Don't. I love this. This is like one of the only parts of my reef that I would never ever chop up or
Right,
frag.
yeah,
I love
okay.
my scollies. And I was just sitting here, and I could tell that a few were sulking, and I'm starting to like scratch my brain and call SOS. And then I just saw my blue come up and just take a chunk
Just
out
munch
of one.
one. Wow.
It's lovely of him. So he left an hour later.
You're able to catching a blue tang out of a tank like this would not have been an easy
The
feat.
Nios fish trap.
Yeah, okay.
Is amazing. I just put some food in there. I was
And
like,
that's true. And he's small enough to fit in?
yeah, he was little.
Yeah, okay.
He was little.
That's more one criticism of the Nios fish trap is even the
You're not
picture
gonna-
they have on the box is of a yellow tang that doesn't fit in it. And I'm like, it's good for small fish, but when the picture you have on the box shows the fish won't fit in there, I'm like, feels like false
Bless
advertising.
him.
But I'm glad he fit in there because that would have been near impossible to try and net him out of there.
I've had a few interesting. I could never keep SPS up until like 6 months ago.
Right.
I'd put it in, it would get no PE and it would die.
Yep.
I just figured like it wasn't meant for me. I had a green coral goby eating it.
Yeah, okay.
So he came out. Since then, everything's flourished. Thank God. I thought that something was wrong with me.
Well, they're working now. And maybe if that's all the fish, is that a good segue
I think, yeah.
move on to the coral?
Yeah.
Because we've got a bit to cover here.
Yes. Should we keep the flow running or turn it off?
Maybe turn it off because normally I say leave it on, but you've got so much coral within like a centimetre of the surface of the water that it's kind of hard to showcase without being able to look from the top down.
Let's do that.
And I will point out that your Dallas was growing above the water before you turned the flow off. It's definitely growing out of the water now.
Yeah, they don't need water anymore.
No, apparently not.
I'm trying something new.
The Red Sea program's that good.
It is. Just
Your
a little bit of
SBS doesn't
AB
even
plus
need water.
and mate, you're good. Potassium.
Easy as that. All right. Corals, where do we start?
I was going to ask you. Should we start on...
You want to go top to bottom, left to right? What, SBS, LPS? What?
All right, let's start. Let's start over here.
All right, what have you got over there?
All right. Fun fact, my scape's fallen apart and
The coral's holding it up.
this frag rack is holding it up.
Frag rack's holding it
All
up.
right, so all of the SPS has been planted January, within a year.
Yep.
Truly,
Yep.
before then, I had no luck with it.
Yes.
Majority of these are frags.
Mm-hmm.
Some are wild. This is a new wild piece here.
Beautiful.
Cairns Marine. They've had some gorgeous stuff lately. Wild Millie.
Yes.
That Monty, the green, I forgot the name, is it chili pepper?
Chili pepper, yeah.
That has actually, it started off like midway up that rock structure and it just grew up, and as it grew up, the corals were stinging it, so now it lives here. It is pesty and I wish I never planted it, but I was a total rookie when I started this scape, this tank. I've learnt from my mistakes.
As we all do.
Rainbow loom, one of my
Wow,
favourites, encrusting more than it's growing. Again, my scape's too tall. Anyway, behind here, my favourite Monty of, oh guys, I got a pointer stick. Here we go.
Yes. You were joking before we started filming that you've got a pointer stick because you didn't get time
I didn't get
to
my
get your nails done.
So Jono from AMA gave me this at Fragorama. And
Anyone that has seen your Instagram page will know.
especially in the early days. I've changed now, but in the early days, yeah.
It was all about the nails. So we've caught you at an off moment where the nails aren't done, but we've got a pointer.
Bubblegums and A.
Yes.
I've got a few favourite Montys. That is a beautiful piece.
That's pretty nice. Look at the colour fade with the gold.
It's
through to the green.
gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice.
And then this is a Sustainable Reefs Fairy Lights Monty.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Gorgeous too. My rest of my prismatic colony,
Yes.
I had trouble. The frags all have done beautifully, but the actual colony itself I had a little bit of trouble with, and it was browning out. Probably just not in the best spot, but
Sure.
it's getting there. Oh, my Rajo Rampage.
Yes. Is that? Oh, I thought that was on the return line, but no, it's just in the corner. Got it on a little mount up there. Just sits under the water when the pump's off.
We utilise all the space.
What do you use to stick that on the back wall? Is it magnetic or is it you glue it?
Rofi, I always pronounce his name
Rofi
wrong,
Reef.
but he's the best person in the world. All his racks. They're just the magnets.
Yeah, so these individual
aren't they?
magnetic
They're the
racks.
best.
Yep.
He's the best. He helped me out a lot with those, and I don't know how I lived without them, honestly. Don't know what I was doing.
You would have lived just fine. You would have just had a little bit less coral.
That sucks. This gorgeous Walt Disney colony, I can't take all the claim of. That came from a good friend who was shutting down his tank.
Okay.
It's definitely thrived. That's actually before, so I got that piece in January. Before then I struggled with SBS to the point where when I knew that didn't have a home to go to, I was like trying to find somewhere else for it. And then I put it in my tank and it started to RTN from the base, and I was like, holy shit. But then the coral goby was living in it. So then I took out that piece.
Geez, this coral goby.
The goby left, and we've been happy
now.
ever since.
Polyps flaring out in every direction. Crazy nice. Now there's a couple more pieces in here I really like.
Yeah, please do.
Firstly, you got surrounded by this
Here,
multi.
do you want the
yes, please.
pointer?
Yeah, let me use the pointer. Make sure I get the pointy end. This piece
Kryptonite.
here, kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seems to be very
Kryptonite.
popular in South Australia, and I love it.
Because we have kale western, and you'll notice a
okay.
trend because kale has done amazing things for the hobby here,
Yes.
and he's just shut down his tanks, and
Right,
I'm very
right.
sad about that, but that's okay. He's gonna take some travel time.
Yes.
It is a bit of a trend because he was supplying shops, he was
Very
supplying
nice. Yeah.
hobbyists.
Stunning piece.
Do you not have that in your system? I got frags.
No.
It's all right. Take
What
it
about
home.
this pink piece?
That's a confetti,
Confetti.
but it's actually kind of coloured out.
Yeah, I was going to say it kind of looks like a red dragon, but not.
Yes, it's my growth structures are compressed. The poor things. Walt Disney.
This is another Walt Disney.
That was one of my first ones.
He's got different colour.
Different colour because I killed it.
That's funny.
Not.
Alvaro at Lifestyle Aquariums in Melbourne had a Walt Disney that he said was completely white. And he was only like about that size. So he's like, I'm not going to bother removing it. It's just been a new rock structure. And then it grew back in.
There's about 3 of those in here.
Yeah, okay. He said, and his was the same. He said, but when it was alive, it was like yellow, like this one, traditional Walt Disney color. Died, went completely white, and then about 3 months later, it came back, and it's near on purple.
Come over here quickly then, on this rack.
Yes.
So the majority of these are all Walt Disney, and they look.
Go for it. Grab the pointer.
So these are just little frags I made up. They weren't intentional, but I was shifting that piece and they broke, so I'm letting them do their thing.
Yes.
Now this frag,
Yes.
I made from that colony when I first got it.
Okay.
And you can see the colour difference.
Very different. Yeah.
And then these are from another piece that I got off kale, which this colony came from kale initially.
Right.
So they've all got the same
mother.
Yeah, mother.
Yeah.
But then they all look different,
got their
even
subtle
though they're
differences.
in the same system.
Crazy.
It must be flow or light or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of those corals that just does.
And then look
a
at
million
that
different things.
piece above it. That is
Yeah,
another
that piece
Walt Disney.
And you couldn't say that's in different conditions because I mean
No.
it's 3 centimeters from
So
the mother
strange,
colony.
so interesting.
Very
I
strange.
love it. I want to know these answers, but
Now, in between this, yes, let me grab the trademark
one of your
pointer.
favourite. Oh no.
This one here.
Okay,
Is that PC Rainbow?
it is a PC rainbow.
Why is it so fine?
Okay, I think, and I want to cut it up.
Do you think it's grown over a pest? Mm-hmm. Could have grown over a worm structure?
I think, okay, that was dead. I killed that. There was like a minuscule of coral left. I think it's just all got
It's so
verminated.
Yeah. But it is so pretty.
It's strange, hey. I want to cut it.
It's got these fine little branches going
Or
in
is
all
it
directions.
compressed by light?
Maybe. Either
I
way.
think I'm going to bandsaw it and see what's on the inside, just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
This is what I do.
And then I think we saw
Yes,
the Lacani down
yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah. Beautiful blue,
Which
white,
I need to give
green.
that better room to go. I do love that piece.
That will make its way out through there.
It is.
as
It's just taken off, actually.
Looks a treat. I'll give you a pointer back because you can direct this ship. Where are we going
Oh my
next?
gosh. Let me go over here. We'll
Yes,
come
I'll
over
swap the
here,
sides.
shall we, if
Yep,
we're doing
yep.
SBS. Again, I was a rookie when I escaped this, and I was also a rookie when I glued them in.
Okay. Preface.
Yeah.
Done.
I cut. Real rods till.
Yeah.
Growing through a scrolling Monty.
Perfect. What a masterpiece when you get these
That
two
is,
colours.
it is. And I was so just whatever, who cares about that? No, it's beautiful. My Dallas,
Very nice.
very
yes, is
staple,
underwater.
right? That's okay. He lives like that. I think my favourite piece on this rock is probably my fireworks.
Yep,
We've
love
got pink
fireworks.
Cadillac behind it. I love the contrast of electric lime compared to Dallas too.
Yeah, it's bright.
It is. Petrol slick.
Yes, very nice. That's got quite long tube-like growths on the end too. It's
Yeah, that's just it though. That's just the structure.
Yeah, okay.
I actually just had it was getting stung. I had to cut some off. Another Walt Disney.
Another one in there. Yep, I see.
which was almost gone too.
But it's
My
not gone.
pork fish tank.
It's not gone though. It's still kicking.
Yes. And then my longest SPS is this one here, this stag, which I got from an Adelaide reefer.
Yeah,
Got
nice.
no idea. It's probably just a wild piece.
It's beautiful.
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 Green Pacillopora. We've got some
Toxic
Paletta.
green
It's
Pacillopora.
lovely, isn't it?
So
I
bright.
can't. So many people want that. I need to get the heart to take it off and share it around. Paletta pink and a frag of.
Very nice.
This was a centerpiece until I had to cover the poor thing with frag racks.
The red and purple Monty.
Yeah, with
and
the green.
Yeah. All the colours in there. What about this little nursery of...
Back here,
Yeah.
it literally is a nursery.
I was meaning of the
back
chalice.
here.
What's going on in there? I'll try and get the right angle because I'm not sure if the camera's
Does anyone
really
want
showing
some Raja Rampage?
it. Look at them all in there. You just it's like dropping the kids off at the daycare, just sitting the Raja Rampage.
I've had that
frags in
grow
there.
very well for me.
It's just, they're obviously all little cuts, and then once they're peeled up, you just drop them in there.
Pretty well. Where do you want to go next?
You tell me.
Should we go along here?
Yeah, you do it. Let's go.
I've got an idea. We'll do this.
This is what we have to do to see the corals.
Ta-da! All right. So we got bubblegum digi,
Yes.
kryptonite,
Tonight.
red polyp Dallas.
Yes.
I really want to glue that in somewhere.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites, actually.
Very nice piece.
We've got a few pieces of Pink Floyd, which are recovering. TNT, bubblegum Danae, my beautiful beach bum.
Yes.
And then if you want to take a look at that, that's the corals down under prismatic Monty. And what I found out with that Monty, compared to others, if you cut it, it doesn't really...
Doesn't like it.
No, something doesn't like it. It doesn't grow the new colours. So if you cut, because it's such a pink colony with the colours through it.
Yes.
If you cut it, unfortunately, unless you cut through the colours, the pink's just going to take over, and you get a nice pink Monty, which is similar to Gold Rush with like a little bit of coloration. So what I did to experiment, and I think it's working, I cut from my mother colony where we had the green and the pinks and the oranges.
Yep.
So as that grows out, it should throw the new colours, and then I'll strategically cut so that the frags...
It takes fragging to the next level with these grafted colour pieces.
I love it. I love them. They're my favourites. And then we kind of step into like Goniland.
Into Goniland.
Gonilands.
And you got
my
a few in
favourite
here.
lands. They're just some overgrowing frags chilling out.
Crazy.
I love that strain of green glitter. Like you
Yes.
get green glitter and then you got green glitter, and that's green glitter.
Yeah.
These are Arnias from Gallery Aquatica, her
Nice.
beautiful purple nebula.
Beautiful.
Got an amaze ball sneaking out there.
Yes.
Few blue dreams, red glitter, Star of Mars. This, I didn't have a name and I named it, but I forgot the name. Sorry, guys.
A memorable name.
It was something really cool. Anyway, Arctic Flame.
Arctic Flame. That makes
that's the
sense because
one.
it's got the
green, the blue and the
light
pink.
blue with the fiery polyps I see now.
Yeah, that's a Reef Underground. Matt hooks me up with that.
Nice,
He's
nice.
actually touring around Mackay at the moment, and I'm like, please don't find me anything. I'm not looking.
There's no room.
I can make room.
Always room.
I can call for another frag rag. Hammerland. Should we tour through there?
We should.
All right, so I reckon at least 90% of those are Juno babies.
Yes. And for those who don't know,
Monsoon.
yes, when we say Juno, if you haven't seen the
Monsoon,
tour of
Bundaberg,
Monsoon
yeah.
with Juno well-loved member of the Australian reefing scene, and it does
Absolutely.
get to see all these beautiful corals. Well, from the full spectrum, really, from wild collected through to aquacultured through to spawned.
Yeah.
They do the lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we step into LPS, like, it's a huge credit to them. Lots of this stock is from them. And Mel from Cairns Marine always does us very, very well too.
Fantastic people in the reefing scene here
They're
in
so
Australia.
special. They really are.
You've got some crazy nice hammers in here.
Yeah, so there's hot messes started about We got that guy there.
Beautiful.
This one.
Don't knock frags off.
This hot mess here
Yes.
is a bit special to me because I got it and it was like tiny. And that was probably a year and a half ago, and it's actually sprung 3 heads, and I have fragged 1.
Yes.
I left it with the other 2. This cool kind of green stem with the orange.
Yeah.
Aussie green and gold down there.
Nice.
Another orange.
How do you go with all these hammers in that tight with each other? Do they overshadow each other often?
Yeah, I don't really do them justice, and and it probably has to be done now. I always rearrange, and I try and pick my least favourite. But then we made a hammer rack.
Well, that then opened up possibilities.
And then
There's hammers all through
ta-da!
there.
I love, and we got one of Blakey's Holy Grail frog spawns. He knew.
Let me see in from this side.
I love those. So special, right?
Very nice.
WA frogs.
They're so bright.
It's another hot mess hammer. And then this one's really cool. Like, it's not just a normal green. It's got like a blue stem.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Very, very nice. But yeah, you do. Like, I think I've got 3 hammers in my hammer garden, and my tank's almost twice the length of this. And I still find that I get some of the heads are a little bit light because they've been shaded by another head for a week, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it does happen. I have also been experimenting with cutting those, and they have been recovering so well. Insanely well. So that's something.
That makes sense, because I mean, if they're surviving with little light, you get them out and get them into light, they're going to heal up real quick.
These were and Coralales are straight, and I cut through it, and they've thrived.
Nice.
They're a Paris. That was just an easy, clean cut.
Yep.
I am generous, and I take them back to work. Like, that guy there is probably getting a little bit too chunky.
Yep.
But yeah, overall I don't have a huge. They are crowded.
But they work. This is
But
the
it
thing.
works, yeah. It's like,
It works. Which, that's more the question. How
does it work? I can't tell you.
2 pumps on 20% flow.
Love this one. And this is where, like, I turn my floor off, and I'm like that guy there.
Yeah.
He's super cool.
And I will,
Orange, other little hot mess.
don't get me wrong, the colours are coming through fine, but I will get DSLR top-down footage to overlay so everyone can see these in their full glory, particularly things like the hammers where I'll actually be able to get a lens to them. As you can see, things like the Dallas, it could be difficult to get an underwater top-down viewer on that because, well, it's not even in the water. But we'll do our best. All right, where to from here? What corals next?
Should we talk about torches, or should we move the racks and talk about torches? Guys, there's been no rehearsing in this video.
We can talk about whatever you like.
Let's go down to record here. All right.
We'll get down here. Oh,
How cool are rigs, guys? We haven't seen them before.
I haven't seen them in here before. Look at this one here. This is crazy.
So they're really not being done justice. Like that.
They're in darkness.
They love it though. I've never had such success with my rigs since I did lower the light and up my iodine, of course. But I do think people are quick to give them a little bit too much light. I had that guy sitting a bit too high, and he bleached quite quickly.
Yeah, okay. So keep them in
the
low
pink
light.
Godzillas are probably one of my favourites.
Yep.
Lots of these I've cut too, but they bounce back very, very quickly.
Yes.
I got more recording over here if you want to.
Do too. Yeah. We can keep it going. I love this yellow speckle one.
The Godzilla and the
So they call that a Godzilla.
Yeah. It's more of like an Indonesian thing. I think Australia just tries to fit in, but
surely you'd never do that.
I love them. Yeah, they're very special to me.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm a sucker for a good rig. And then the Scullies.
Yes.
So lots of these Scullies, actually, or a few of them, I went to Cairns earlier last year, and I was just snooping through Cairns Marines and Monsoons, like, you know.
Yep, they're holding tanks.
Holding tanks, but also the ones that had just been stung or whatever.
Yes,
so lots of those did come from there. Apple of my eye is this gold one. That's a Monsoony. I think I got that back in about a year and a half ago now, and I'm yet to see one since.
Yeah, not a solid gold.
It's so cool, hey?
Yeah. I've seen gold splashes, like you even got oranges over, greens with orange gold splashes through them, but that's just a solid
So
gold.
gorgeous.
Gold.
And then the half one.
Yeah.
That came from monsoon cans. I initially thought it was like a frag.
Yeah, it looks like
the
they're
way
peeled.
that they've been cutting them, we've been getting some super duper cool colours. And I've gotten so many nice ones from Juno. Lots of these actually are frags that have since grown in.
Okay.
But that's a wild half. That gorgeous blue one there is Cairns Marine.
Beautiful.
I told
Another
Mel.
fish has just come out. We've got a royal
Oh,
grabber.
Royal Grabber. Sorry, I forgot about him. Poor little guy.
He's come out to have a look. Nice. You've got fireworks clove polyps in a tank this densely populated?
Yeah, they're growing up the back wall.
I'm not surprised because
They're my
the definition
wallpaper.
of life finds a way.
They're my wallpaper.
They will find real estate anywhere.
They actually, I'm probably going to regret putting that plate there, but
Sure, you'll be able to
I'll
remove it
do
if necessary.
Aptasia X, guys.
Is that what you would do to kill them off?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
needed.
yeah.
I wouldn't do it with those, they're too pretty, but like brown pallies and like if you
Oh, of
got
course.
it. If it's going to harm a coral that's more special, then just
Of course.
give it a little treat.
You got to keep it in control sometimes. Yeah.
I don't know how much you can see of the torches.
We can see them. I can
You
see
can
Holy
see
Grail.
them. All right, my beautiful Holy Grail has just grown 2 heads, and I'm so proud of that.
Sensational.
We've then got a Hulk. We've got
Beautiful.
a gold mint tip.
Yep.
We've also got a gold with a green base that's still kind of settling in, and the Joker and the little tiny banana are
yeah, on the
Monsoon
tile up there.
Aquatics
Yeah.
captive spawned.
Nice.
So we've got the Joker. I got that from Fragorama.
Beautiful.
I was very, very lucky enough to share a bay with them back
Very
in
nice.
May. And then the banana's newer. I think I've had that for a month now or so.
Beautiful.
So special. So special.
Clownfish is just in there making sure they
I
all
know, yes.
get well tended to.
Yes. Rather him there than the gunnies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Talk here.
Yeah.
So,
This big monster rack here, what's on here?
all right, this is like the apple of my eye. I grew that from a frag lake.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you photos.
That's
so
grown out
he's
big time.
3 years old. Yeah, super cool. And then
And does this have a
and
name or something?
that's just like a glitter bomb. But there's so many different varieties. Like, I think
Yes.
if I had to pick the one I showed you before, is like more sparkly.
Yep.
But just great glitter.
Beautiful. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, he's had a few haircuts too. He got shared around at Fragorama.
Lovely.
But yeah, he's too big for the rocks now, and he was getting shadowed, so he can chill out there. Moving on to here, there's a few special ones through here that you can probably take footage of later. I was a sucker for Monsoon. Well, I wasn't a sucker. I was very fortunate. Monsoon have released some incredible Goni over the past month and a half, and lots of them I was able to buy from Seaview, Reef Underground. Matt also went handpicked some himself, and I
Nice.
was like, yep. So we've got a rose gold one back there, and this guy here you'll probably see better when I show you the ones in the Sump, but
Yes.
it's got like a green base with a rainbow frill. He's
Crazy,
amazing.
crazy.
Blue glitter, Star and Mars,
Star and Mars.
Fire and Ice.
Ah, yes.
Yep. Now this one back here, this one got a bit of clout when Monsoon dropped. The what you see is what you get. That's the grass fire. So again, you'll probably see better when you go from
we
up.
do
But
the
that
top
was a
down,
naturally
yeah.
grafted. That's actually sitting there ready to go to my good friend in Sydney, Nick. He's Nick Apostle Reef.
Yes,
He's lovely.
We know Nick well.
Don't we all? He's awesome.
He's a great guy.
That's waiting to go to him. Sun God, and then this one's from Nick's Ocearium. That's
Yes.
a gold. It's almost like a green base too.
Stunning.
Gorgeous.
So the Gonies. The Gonies.
Gunny.
The Gonies and the Gawnies don't end there. You've got even more of them.
Yeah, all right.
including, like,
Let's talk about those, shall we?
massive wing of what's, to be fair, pretty limited scape in this tank. And it's got this huge C-section that runs right around there, right up over there, and behind those racks, and over there. So many Gonies. Probably another 60 Gonies in there.
We should count.
Maybe we shouldn't.
It's funny. They were my favourite coral. And when I started in the hobby, I saw this hot pink one at a local fish shop and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And they're like, don't buy it, it will die.
They might have been wrong.
I was always drawn to them. All right. Obviously the glitters and like the golds and everything are my favourite.
Of course.
But every single one, there's lots of, wild, more common pieces throughout here too.
To be fair, this would have to be the biggest assortment of Goni I've seen anywhere.
Thank you.
Like, no joke. I'm not a big Goni aficionado, and when I go to like particularly shops, but also tanks, and they've got a Goni garden going on, you can sort of see like 3 or 4 varieties, and then some of them start to look the same. Not here. I can easily see a couple dozen that are distinctly different from each other.
I love them. Yeah, and that's what gets me so excited when you do get the different ones. And they are such a trending coral too, like all over the world.
Yes.
I don't know. We're going to be here forever if I go through every single one in depth.
Pick out some of your favourites.
That's one of my new favourite.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's the Arctic Flame. It's almost got like a purple glitter through the frills.
Very nice.
He's sitting next to an amazeball. This wild piece, I've not given that enough justice as I should because it's actually got a natural white grafted tentacle through it.
Yeah, right. You're going to upset it so we can see it.
I don't want to say upset, just move. I can move. Oh, I love that. Is so special to me.
Very pretty.
That is
nice
so
tips
cool.
Too. Really nice.
Yeah. That's one of Interfish's captive mints.
Beautiful.
Coming through just some more beautiful but commons. Red glitter here.
Very nice.
Some Burnies. These here are recovering. I had some trouble with them, but they're back now. They're my Blue Dreams. I found that as a wild piece, and I've shared that around quite a bit. That's one of my favourites. Yeah. As we come up, that pink one in the middle there next to orange Burnies, it's Killer Sunrise variety. We've got another glitter bomb, one of my favourite varieties, really. And then coming up, we've got, that's the same as your Worldwide Coral Shadow Flame, but can't say that too loud.
Looks very similar.
Yeah, who would have thought? I dyed it. That came through as a flaming good.
Nice.
Stunning. And then we've got one of my beautiful golds.
Oh, wow, yeah.
How beautiful is that?
Stunning.
Sitting through there. And then we got someone, that's a red glitter.
Red glitter.
Do you still have that variety?
I do.
Yeah. That's from that's from that colony.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're sharing.
I
Green glitter, nice big red that also Nick sent me.
Lovely.
We can step into blasto territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is my newfound.
They look so happy. Why are they so happy?
Because I get the CV and I just do this. And this is how I dose my manganese, guys. I go,
Who needs a dropper?
I bring the Greek out.
Who needs a dropper when it comes to manganese? You just pour it in.
This is my newfound hobby. I didn't have the blastos, and then I had a free frag rack, and I was like,
wow.
I can get the blastos now, guys. The middle one is a Bundy frag.
So
love that
nice.
dearly.
The colours on that are crazy.
Yeah, so special, hey.
Green, orange, red, blue. Very, very nice.
Some grafted Monty just growing out, doing its thing.
Taking up its share of space and some.
Yeah. Space Invader Pecky up the top there.
Yeah, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I do love it.
Next to that guy's struggling a little bit. He was shadowed. I feel bad, but he's already.
The Holy Grail?
No, the other Space Invader Pectinia up here. He was getting a little bit not enough light, the poor dear, so he's up there and he's already got his feeder tentacles out. He's a happier chappy.
Yeah,
up along the back there on that other rack.
Yes.
It's just a bit of a bit of a
lost and found.
Yeah, a little
Just
bit.
Things you've picked up on your travels.
Healing frags, some cool chalices. I do love my chalices.
Yes. How do you go with things like yeah, you got Space Invader Pectinia, Chalice.
So I
Not
float.
too stingy.
Yeah, they absolutely are. So when
They
I
get a
sat,
square ½ centimetre each to make sure they don't sting anything next to them. Yeah.
when I sat that there the other night, because it was, I think it must have fallen. I feel like a murderer about it. Sorry guys, don't call the RSPCA on me. It wasn't getting enough light, so I put him up there. The sweeper tentacles on this do go insane.
Yeah,
like,
right.
so I
Oh,
put.
because he's got the flow right there, so he just sends it out into the
Yeah.
pump and just says,
Yeah.
take my stingers with you.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
exactly.
Fair enough.
I think that's almost. We got some nice gold chalices down here.
You got gold chalice, you've got Sinarias in there, including
Yeah.
a crazy
Yeah,
bright
how
green one
cool
in
is
behind
that?
there. In fact, I'm gonna
Yeah,
poke
come
this side
around and I can
because-
get the pointer. Oh, fun fact.
Look, Dash.
Oh yeah.
All these things.
Have
down
you?
here.
Yeah, I can.
Even
we'll do-
Christmas tree rocks in there.
Yeah. One of my Sinarinas got squished up against the glass and then it split.
Classic. Mm-hmm. That's one way to frag it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do love that green with the purple veins, the red in front of it with the yellow base. Managed to get a clam in there, just like under the gonies, and he's still happy. Just breaking all the rules. There's the blotchy.
Oh yeah, that's his little corner. Sweet
On
pea.
screen there now, just while the Tamini's come to give him a little pat on the back. Look at these toxic goni frags in here. Whew. They are bright. And then even up on this rack here, some of those chalice frags, one of those is like almost like a rainbow convict.
I'm having a mental blank. Fruit tingle.
Fruit tingle
Fruit
chalice.
tingle chalice. That is very, very cool.
Very, very nice. I'll be sure to get better top-down footage of that in a second, but wow. Do you think there's any specific corals we've missed?
We need to give Kaleidoscope Monty
Yes.
a mention.
Tell me about Kaleidoscope.
All right. Most special thing to my heart, and I love it so, so dearly, it changes colour.
Yeah,
Like you got
yeah.
Rainbow Monty. Rainbow Monty's not even Rainbow Monty. This is Rainbow Monty. Because...
Well, Rainbow Monty tends to sort of go sort of like two colours.
Guys, I can't even explain to you. It changes colour. The new growth is orange and then it turns to purple and it turns...
Yeah,
like
right.
that is the colony, and as it grows out it changes colour, but it doesn't just change through the polyps, it changes through the skeleton.
Okay.
So
right.
special. Yeah, I was able to share that around a bit at Fragorama, and it loves low light. So you put it in highlight, it goes all orange.
Right.
You bring it down to lower light, and then you get that marbling through it.
Marbling through it. Super, super.
So that's very special. Anything we've missed? Have you seen that, Dashi?
No, I didn't see that issue in there. One could understand
And then
why
do
I
you
would
want to
miss
see
that.
my Mastertronic Dashi? Oh, and my...
Mastertronic Deshi?
Just look behind me.
Another one in, just from the really visible pane on this side here. Just has a slither of light hitting it. That's all
He's
it needs.
loving life. He
is.
gets a prawn a week.
Beautiful.
What more could we ask
This
for?
is true. And you obviously find that's the key with your Deshi is to give them meaty foods.
Yeah, they love
Yep.
it. Meaty
Yep.
foods,
Yep.
not too much flow.
Yep.
They're doing well in lower light. If they were unhappy, I would absolutely move them. But I had all those before I decided to do this.
Yes. yes.
They've taken the back seat. Once I get a new system going, I want to have them all at the front and really
okay.
enjoy them.
Yep.
But yeah, I think...
Wow.
Anything you feel like I've missed?
I'm sure there's 300 corals we've missed, but that's about all my...
I got there's some really cool bower around at the moment. I got that last week.
Yeah, that is nice.
A little bit underrated. ASD Rainbow Millie.
Beautiful, yeah.
Some cool acans, which I've held up in higher light, and they're
Yes.
getting... I've always had trouble with rainbow acans. You buy them in as rainbow, but they're not always rainbow.
Yes.
So
They
I
tend
got
to go
the...
red.
Yeah, I don't know what the secret is. I'm sure someone does. With these, I try to give them higher light, and I give them like amino baths once a week, and they are
actual baths.
Yeah, yeah. And they're doing cool things. So hopefully, I can keep that going.
Crazy cool. Well, that is a heap of coral, and I was going to say that I think we've covered all the coral, but we haven't. Because we've got a section down here.
Step into my office.
What's going on down here? Was this not enough coral up here?
No, the Gonies took over.
Wow.
This was initially, so when I started to frag, I needed somewhere safe, right? So this was initially my safe haven, and then they did really well down here. I think because nothing could pick on them.
Yeah.
So then it just turned into whatever you call this.
Just the Goni Haven.
Yeah.
You got Gonies, Elvios.
There's a few customer orders down here. Yeah, Scollies who weren't doing very well.
Yep.
Donozoa. Look at my little baby Deshi. How cute.
Super cute down there.
One of my favourite Gonies actually is this red. It's got like an orange base. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
And then that purple glitter there is Sustainable Reefs purple glitter, which I've had I don't know if other people have too. I've had trouble with that stinging other Gonies.
Yeah, right, okay.
So,
Does not play nicely with others.
Yeah, where's the pointer gone? This is just a green wild piece that I see potential in it. I'm just trying to see what happens. Some beautiful red glitters through here, and then there's also like a little nursery, right? Some that are doing better. This piece here is probably my favourite one that I recently got from Monsoon. It's naturally grafted with a blue base. It's
crazy.
Like, who would have thought there's something cooler than amazeballs, but that takes the cake for
Amazing
me.
Herballs.
Amazing Herballs. There we did it.
Not trademarked, so feel free to change that name.
Nah, too bad. It's a keeper. My golden colony, that came from a fellow Adelaide Reef who had to shut down.
Stunning piece.
This one came in 2 weeks ago, 24K.
Oh, wow.
How cool. It's yet to extend. And then we got those glitter faces are going to go to Triton for one of their displays. Jake Adams glitter face. The hobby kind of lost track of for a little while there, so I was very glad to see it back.
Yeah.
And then, just other grow outs.
Crazy.
I lie here every night, guys, and I just like sit and look at my Gonies. I feed them coral food by the polyp.
Individually, and now you've got the glass doors on there. You can.
I know.
You don't even have to open the doors. You can just lay down there. Just look at each one of these. Almost like you're picking daisies, and just look at all of those beautiful, beautiful pieces. Wow, that's a lot of coral. That is a lot of coral. Now, I don't even know where to begin to ask. What sort of maintenance are you doing in a tank like this? This is going to be so intensive.
Yeah, it involves my life. Like, it is my life. It's stupid.
Because this is...
But I love it so much.
We talk about bonsaiing corals. This is just like on 6 dimensions. You've got corals on top of corals on top of corals, and of different types. Even, when I say different types, I don't just mean like from... like Scully to Goni and things like that, but like from Albius to Espius, all in such close proximity. And I mean, apart from a couple of rescue pieces you've got going on down in the Sump, everything in here is so ridiculously happy.
Thank you.
What do you do to make that possible?
I fill it with my tears.
Unicorn tears.
All right. Okay. Some of these things I'm going to say are like, do as I say, not as I do.
Sure.
So I'm quite heavy on my water changes.
Okay.
But in saying that, and I don't think I'm proud of this, I drop it down to here.
Okay, right.
All right, guys.
Really let it go low tide.
And it's 80 litres to fill it back up.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. When you say this is Red Sea 425 and it's running probably about 120 litres now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not religious, but like, there's a fish tank god or something. Something's going on. Heavy on the water changes, and I just monitor.
Yep.
Like, I wake up in the middle of the night, guys. This is what I freaking do. And I come over here and I get my torch and I like analyze everything. I'm like, yep, it's filter feeding. Yep, there's no pests.
Wow, intense overview of each and every
So
piece.
stupid.
Not at all. Get results like this. This is what's necessary.
It's just monitoring and catching problems before they arise.
Yep.
So the Mastertronic helps me a lot.
Yep.
Water changes help me a lot.
Yep.
Cross-checking everything. So like I've got 2 reef actometers, and then I got
Yep.
my Hannah salinity checker too.
Yeah, I can imagine something as simple as a salinity swing would be catastrophic.
Oh my God, my life savings are in this thing.
Yeah. Can't imagine.
Calcium reactor. Carbon reactor
Yes.
does a lot for me too.
Yeah. And to be honest, carbon's something that I don't recommend to most people. Well, it's not that I don't recommend it. It's I say you don't need it. This is an example where I would say you would 1000% need a carbon.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it either. So my carbon gets changed out like every 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm very careful too with what I frag and what I chop.
Yes.
So I only do, let's just say I'm going to frag some Goni.
Yep.
I will only frag Goni that day.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You don't want different slimes, different chemicals released. Yeah.
Yeah, SPS, most of it I just cut.
Yep.
But then again, I only do a few at a time.
Okay.
Lots of foods, lots of trace. So manganese and iodine are 2 of my go-tos. And then I've also been doing extra potassium.
Yep.
I'm going to play around with boron too soon. Sustainable Reefs had an article where they try and keep theirs around, I think they said 68, and it makes their Gonies glitter. And I've always...
because yours aren't glittery enough.
They could... Hey. You never know.
I'm sure if you wrote an article, people would be saying, what level is your boron at? Because
and I'll
that's
say,
where
let
they
me check with Triton. I like to monitor things. I like to do, not experiments, but...
No,
I just like to tinker.
You like to keep on top of things.
Yeah, I feed reefroids once a week.
Yes.
I run GFO as needed.
Yes.
I struggle with nitrates. They're always 0 or like 2 or 3.
I can imagine with that coral load, particularly with a lot of LPS in there, it's going to be just munching those nitrates.
I know, right? Who needs Chato? I'd love to put more fish in there to help with that, but there's no swimming room for the poor things.
It does raise a question, your elements. So your nitrates often bottoming out. Where's your phosphates, alk, calcium, magnesium, things like that?
All right. So alkalinity, I try and keep around 9.
Okay.
I do... It drinks up.
I bet.
Like the big 900 litre tank at work, we dose Red Sea into. I dose like 60 mils a day.
Yes.
This takes in 80.
Yep.
And I like to sit it at the higher end of 8.
Yep.
It's sitting around.
It gives you a bit of buffer.
Right, but it's sitting around like 7.1, 8.1, 8.2.
Yep.
So I do try and raise it, but I do everything slowly.
Sure.
Calcium sits steady at like 440. I try and make it 444 because then I feel that's good luck.
That works.
Magnesium, I hardly dose in.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
It sits at like 3 mils a day.
Yep.
Phosphates sometimes sit a little bit higher, but then it's like, what's high? And you hear different things from so many people. I try and keep them like level with my nitrate. So like perfect world, let's just say my nitrate was sitting at like 6. My phosphate would be at like 0.06. Does that happen? No. So
I don't think many people hit that perfect ratio anymore. Unless, I say that unless it's a little bit higher. If people have a bit more nutrient in the system, they can sort of tweak that. But when you've got 1 million,
honestly, my phosphates often sit like 0.11, 0.12.
So to be fair, it's for a heavily dominated LPS system. It does have no shortage of SPS these days, but it'd be fair to say probably 60 to 70% of the coral in here is LPS.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty low nutrient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feed in a lot. Yes. So I dose in like 30 mil of AB plus a day.
Yep.
I spot feed with Coral Essentials Coral Food, and then I use CVE as well. So I'm wondering if, even though it's low nutrient, because I am putting in foods,
it's going in. It's just getting taken up.
They
quickly.
just get, which I guess I want, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Big water changes. I run a hose out the back.
Yep.
I just pump water out and I pump water back in.
Yep. Makes life pretty easy.
Yeah. Glass cleaning's a bane of my existence.
I can only imagine how difficult. Like,
oh my God.
Escaping your tank, we tell people, leave enough room for the magnet cleaner to get around.
Nah.
There's no room for a magnet cleaner.
Nah. I'm sitting and then like all my magnets cling together and it's like a domino effect and there's... That's okay. It's
Yeah, that'd
okay.
be a
I love it,
challenge.
so it's okay.
That would be a challenge.
Yeah, spot feeding things that need spot feeding
Sure.
too. Like people are always like, how often should I feed my corals? Not every coral in here would get fed.
Yep.
I just do the ones that need it. If I notice something struggling.
Yep.
As for the gonies, yeah, manganese, the correct flow, iodine baths. So like
Iodine baths.
Seacom reef dip.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Oh, that saved me so many times. And so I have the bottle here. This one,
interesting.
Coral Essentials. That stuff there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the amount of goni. As soon as I see like a brown jelly happening, or as
Yes.
soon as I see something sulking, you bath it in that, and
Yes. Wow.
it helps 9 times out of 10 if it's not too far gone.
Yes, that'll bring.
I have like, I can't, unlike you do, like I need to get a bigger UV sterilizer, which I really should be doing soon. I'd like to put like a 50 water on there or something. just for some nice insurance. But yeah, like brown jelly with the gonies are probably something that I have, especially in the early days. Not so much now, but when I wasn't as experienced with fragging and stuff and I was just doing too much all at once. But yeah, the Seacom Coral Essentials Reef dips, they help that very well. Not for pests as much. Well, they help for pests, but more so for coral health and stuff like that. Revive too.
Typically at this point I'd ask people what sort of future plans they have for this system, you know, more fish, more coral, things like that. Surely that's not feasible here. You're either just fragging, maintaining this system, or you're looking to do something else.
We're going to be doing something else. We've got some exciting things actually starting to happen. There's a few tanks on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Watch this space.
Okay.
As for this system, I cannot wait to actually turn it back into a display. I would like to upgrade it eventually, maybe to like a 5-footer, and scape it a lot more strategically as to where I can grow my SPS in a lot nicer and stuff like that. I would actually like to turn it SPS dominated, to be honest with you. And I would like to have a system where I can just grow out my LPS nicely. For now, I'm dealing with what I can the best I can, but I can't wait to bring my deshi forward, and like I will need to rescape some of this because the scape's actually fallen down.
The frag rack's doing the job back there, keeping things active.
But the way I glued them in when I wasn't as sure as what I was doing to everything's just gonna they're too close. They need more grow room. So yeah, I'm excited to turn it back into a display. I'm excited for what's coming to come and arrive. I'm like gripping it every time I clean my glass and I have fireworks going everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, hurry up.
Can imagine. Now, I can imagine you're going to have 10,000 people wanting to follow the progress of what happens in this tank and what those other potential things would be. Where can they keep...
I love all my friends.
Where can they keep in touch?
Only Reefs Aquatics on Instagram, Only Reefs Aquatics on Facebook. I just started a TikTok too.
All the socials.
Got to do something while I lay on my floor and look at my gonies.
People can jump on all those socials and they'll be able to keep up to date with everything that's happening with this system, as well as just your journey in the hobby and industry as a whole.
Lots of fun. I love to travel too.
Awesome.
And go Brisbane again soon. Went Melbourne earlier in the year.
Yep. No, we love to see you touring around, and we love to see the content you put out, because
thank you.
I'll do my best to capture some of the colours and vibrancy of these corals, but I promise you it won't hold a candle to what the content you put up on that Instagram page is.
Me and my little Olympus. Like.
It's super juicy footage, so be sure to jump on there and check it all out. I'm still a little bit in shock, which is pretty difficult because I'm pretty good at talking and I'm running out of words because there's so much going on in this system. You've done an incredible job. And to be fair, a lot of people in this hobby probably only make it a year or two. So whilst it's only been a few years, I'd still say you're absolutely a veteran in the hobby. But the reality of it is you're still pretty new to the game. And to think you've been able to achieve something that's beyond world standard in that time is unbelievable. So I can't wait to see what your next venture is, what your next tank looks like, what the next coral that you set your sights on is going to look
There's
like.
meant to be something coming in the mail. I wanted to come to the video, but
We're waiting for the postie to ring the
know.
doorbell because we've got to try and get
edit it
another
in.
frag rack out or something. I'm not sure. But in all seriousness, it's been an absolute honour to be able to come here, and I cannot thank you enough for letting me into your house to see this tank, allowing me to mic you up and sharing with everyone on Parker's Reef this ridiculous tank, because it is an eye-opener, and you're such an icon in the Australian reefing scene now, so it's truly an honour, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you. No, same back at you. Absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you to come back in a few months too, where you're going to film everything that we got going on, all the new setup. But no, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Cheers. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the tour of Mariah's tank. Only Reefs herself right here on Parker's Reef. What an absolute honour it was to be able to go over to Mariah's place and check out this jaw-dropping system. Unbelievable to think how much coral she has in that Red Sea tank, and every single piece has the most colour I've seen in my life and incredible health. They're just all brimming full of life. It is an absolute inspiration to see, and I hope I was able to capture some of that beauty for you guys here on YouTube, because like I said at the start of the video, this was incredibly difficult to film because it's just solid coral. She's done a ridiculously good job, and to think she's only been in the hobby for a few years absolutely blows my mind. Now, Mariah did let on at the end there that there is some new developments to come, and you can follow the progress obviously on all of her social media accounts, which I'll be sure to link to all of them in the description below, but also on her brand new website that is about to launch, onlyreefs.com.au. There is just a landing page there right now, but there is an opportunity for you to put in your email address to subscribe to get notified when it does go live, and you'll be first in line to see all of the goodies that are there. So by all means, jump on to onlyreefs.com.au and put your email in there so you don't miss out on any of the updates. All right, I gotta start to wrap the video up here because it has been running for some time. So much stuff to cover at Only Reefs, but I've got to give a massive shout out to Mariah for making it possible for me and my family to come over and welcome us into her home. I was there on a family holiday, so it was kind of a package deal. We all came to check out the tank and all of our other beautiful animals as well. And I want to give a massive shout out to Mariah's mum as well, who put on a ridiculous spread of food for us. So much food when all we've been doing at that point in time on the holiday is eating way too much. So a massive thank you to Mariah and her family for making us feel so welcomed. But equally, I need to give a massive shout out to these names on screen here. These are my channel members who chip in a couple of dollars each and every month to help make it possible for me to drive interstate and go check out some of these beautiful reef tanks in South Australia. And fear not, there are another couple of tanks to come over the next couple of weeks, which are just fantastic as well, including one that's a little bit different to what you see out there on the normal reef keeping scene. So stay tuned for that one. But a massive round of applause to these names here that do make that possible. Now, I do want to say, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that at all for myself or for Mariah, feel free to pop it in the comment section below. I do personally reply to each and every comment there, and I suspect Mariah might be hanging around there a little bit as well. So feel free to put your comments in there and I'll be sure to respond to them then. Other than that, guys, I look forward to seeing you same time, same place next week. Till then, stay safe, keep reefing. Cheers, bye. You hear that?
Just let me turn that
Go for
off. Oh, that's Blake from Batavia.
Classic.
Frit's sake, Blake.
Timing, Blake.
It's like he knew. I should have answered. We'll get to Blake in a second.